Hi BookTube, thanks for tuning in. I've run to the library today and I thought I'd just give you a rundown of what I picked up there. I had a few holds waiting for me that I'm excited about. So, got my bag here, and the first thing that I want to show you is a hold that I was so happy finally came in. This is a beautiful McNally edition print of this book called Rent Boy, and it's by Gary Indiana. Gary Indiana, I was reading, is an author of like 6 books, and he's also a playwright. And this book, it says on the back, a noir tour de force set in a world of hustlers from one of America's darkest and funniest chroniclers. And then it also says it's a gimlet-eyed crime novel with an inventively filthy mind. So this is about Danny, and this is set in the 90s in New York City, and he works at a club, restaurant, something like that, waiting tables, that is frequented by lots of famous people of the time. And he's working his way through architecture school. And I think this also has to do with him and some of the stuff that he gets up to with his friends. I'm not sure what the title Rent Boy means, but I am going to find out. It's going to be a fun one to dip into. I didn't know about this book until I saw it on Bookstagram, and I had to get it because of the cover. And then what came in is I think this is the Booker International Prize long list. Is Mother Dead? I get the Women's Prize long list and the other one mixed up in my head now, so I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. This is by Vigdis Hjorth. I think this is Norwegian. And it says she's the author of Will and Testament. And I say that because it mentions that this story might be somehow connected to Will and Testament. I haven't read Will and Testament. But it says returns to the themes of her controversial modern classics. So maybe it's not connected. But this has to do with Joanna, and she is recently widowed, and she's returned to Norway. She is preparing to have a retrospective of her work in her hometown, and so now she's in close proximity to her mother, and they have a very tense relationship. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I know about this so far. And then I did browse a couple authors I was looking for, just because I felt like I wanted to pick up a couple books from them. The first is an Anita Brookner. I've not read this one. It's called Look at Me, and not really going to go into what this story's about because I just wanted to be in the atmosphere of an Anita Brookner, so we'll see. And then I picked up a Rhys, who I haven't read before, but I know she's supposed to be this, or she, fans of Rhys say that she's very wry and smart, and some of the stuff she writes about is a little more edgy than her contemporaries like Barbara Pym and the like. So this one's called After Leaving Mr. Mackenzie. I am going to read Wide Sargasso Sea by her, but I just I'm not ready for that one yet. So it's supposed to be a prequel to Jane Eyre. And then the other hold I got is Collected Works by Lydia Sandgren, translated by Agnes Broom. And this is a Swedish, she's a Swedish writer, and I have heard nothing about this book. It just appeared on some of my Bookstagram connections feeds, and so I needed to know more about it. It is a beast. And this is about, it's a story about Cecilia, who has, when at the time of this book, has been, she has disappeared a few years ago, and her husband Martin has just never been the same since. And in this particular story, Martin's friend Gustav, who's an artist, is coming to his town, and he's having a show and Suki's attacking me with her very, very sharp claws. And he's having a show. And his show includes works that have Cecilia's face on them, and this is very disturbing. They're posters. This is very disturbing to Martin and also his grown children. So here, here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. And we're back. Oh boy. You never know. Here you go. Here you go. Beer. Beer. Okay, Gustav. Gustav's paintings are disturbing. But in those posters, his children feel like they have found clues to possibly Celia's disappearance. And so they start this road trip in different parts of Europe to try to unravel why she would have abandoned her family. So really interesting stuff. I don't know. I'm going to dip in and see if I'm interested in, if the writing grabs me, because it's a chunkster. So we'll see. Hey, Zook. Hey, Zook. Are you going to get off of me? She's yeah, she's all well. If you could only see what's going on behind the curtain. Anyway, I hope you're having a good weekend, and you're into some good reads, and I hope you are having some decent weather, spring-like in some way, wherever you are. I'll talk to you later.